English podcast.
From Learn English with Joy.
Hey there, dear friends. Welcome back to Learn English with Joy, the podcast where we help you grow your English with real-life conversations, warm stories, and a little bit of laughter. I'm Chris, and as always, I'm joined by the amazing Emily.
Hi, everyone. It's so good to be here with you again. And Chris, I've got a question to kick things off today.
All right, I'm ready. Hit me.
Have you ever felt nervous ordering food in English? Like standing at a restaurant, menu in hand, and your mind just goes completely blank?
Oh, yes. I've had plenty of those moments. Actually, I remember one time in Thailand, I went to this beautiful little cafe. I wanted something light, so I pointed to a dish that looked like soup. When it arrived, it was a giant plate of spicy seafood noodles with octopus. I didn't want to seem rude, so I smiled and tried to eat it. But wow, it was way out of my comfort zone.
Oh no, that's such a classic travel story. And you know what? I think so many English learners go through the same thing. Feeling shy, afraid to say the wrong word, or just not knowing how to ask for what they want.
Exactly. And that's why today's episode is going to be super helpful. We're going to walk you through a real restaurant experience in English, step by step, from the moment you enter, to ordering your food, to giving feedback, and even paying the bill.
And along the way, we'll teach you 20 practical phrases that real people use when eating out.
So, if you've ever felt nervous about speaking English in a restaurant, don't worry, you're not alone. We're here with you, and we'll make it fun and easy.
Let's get started. Are you ready to order?
Let's do it. Let's walk through a real restaurant experience in English.
All right, picture this. You and I just arrived at a cozy little restaurant. The host is standing at the entrance, smiling and waiting to greet us. Hi there, a table for two, please. That's a great way to start. A table for two, please, is short, polite, and perfect for letting the staff know how many people are in your group.
Exactly. And you can change the number depending on your group. A table for one, please. A table for four, please. And always remember to add, please. It's a small word, but it makes a big difference.
Now, sometimes the host will ask, do you have a reservation?
Let's pause there. What does reservation mean?
Good question. A reservation is when you book a table ahead of time, maybe by phone or online. It helps the restaurant prepare for you.
So, if you do have one, you can say, we have a reservation under the name Emily.
Let's break that down. We have a reservation. We booked in advance. Under the name Emily, that's the name on the booking.
But if you didn't book ahead, no problem. You can simply say, no, we don't. Is there a table available?
Exactly. And here's another useful phrase I often ask, especially on sunny days. Do you have any outdoor seating?
Ooh, I like that one. I remember once, in Italy, I asked for outdoor seating, and they gave me a tiny table on the sidewalk, right next to a trash can.
Oh no, not exactly the romantic dinner under the stars you had in mind.
Nope. But the pasta was amazing, so I didn't complain. Next time, I'll be more specific and ask, do you have any outdoor seating away from the street? That's a great tip. You can also ask, can we sit by the window? Is there a quiet table available? It's okay to express your preferences as long as you stay polite. And if you didn't hear what the host said clearly, don't be afraid to ask again. Try. Sorry, could you repeat that? Or, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again?
That shows confidence, not weakness. You're just making sure you understand before moving forward.
Let's do a quick review of the key phrases we've used so far. A table for two, please. Do you have a reservation? We have a reservation under the name Emily. Do you have any outdoor seating?
These are super useful when you first walk into a restaurant. If you learn just these four, you'll already feel more confident the next time you dine out.
All right, we've got our table, we're seated, and the menu is in our hands. You know what's next?
It's time to order. Let's move on to scene 2, ordering food and drinks.
Okay, picture this. You're looking at a menu full of delicious options, Pasta, steak, soups, salads, and things you can't even pronounce.
Yes, it can feel overwhelming. That's why I always start with this simple question: what do you recommend?
Great phrase. What do you recommend? Means, what do you think is good here? It's polite, open, and super useful, especially if you're trying the restaurant for the first time.
Exactly. You're inviting the server to share their favorite dishes, and if you're curious about something special, you can also ask, "What's today's special?"
That one's great because many restaurants have a dish that's only available that day, often something fresh or seasonal.
Right. So now, let's say you're ready to order. Here's a very natural phrase you can use. I'll have the grilled salmon.
I'll have is short for I will have, but it sounds casual and polite. It's the most common way native speakers order food.
And please, try to avoid saying, "Give me the steak," or "I want the burger." Those phrases can sound too direct, or even rude.
Totally agree. If you want to vary your phrases, here's another polite option. Can I get the chicken pasta, please?
Same meaning, slightly different style. It's friendly, very natural in American English, and perfect in most restaurants.
And don't forget the magic word, please. It never goes out of style.
Now, what if you're vegetarian or allergic to something? It's important to speak up.
Absolutely. Let's say you don't eat meat. You can simply ask, is this vegetarian? It's a great way to check if the dish contains meat or fish.
And if you want to remove something from a dish, like onions, garlic, or cheese, you can say, "Can I get this without onions?"
That's super helpful. Let's look at that structure. Can I get this without plus ingredient? You can use it with anything, without cheese, without sauce, without eggs.
And if you have an allergy, it's important to be clear. You can say, "I'm allergic to dairy," or "I have a peanut allergy."
If you're not sure, here's a very polite way to ask. Does this contain nuts? And if you're still not confident, you can always say, could you check with the kitchen?
Don't be shy. Your health matters more than your grammar.
Amen to that.
All right, now let's talk drinks. What happens when the server says, "Still or sparkling water"?
I remember the first time I heard that. I thought sparkling meant it came with glitter or something.
Yes, it confused me too. But here's the difference. Still water equals no bubbles, just regular water. Sparkling water equals fizzy water, like soda, but without sugar.
So if they ask you, just say, still, please, or sparkling, please.
And if you want something else, try, "Can I have an iced tea?" or "What drinks do you have?"
That opens the door for them to list juices, sodas, coffee, you name it.
All right, we've placed our order, we've got our drinks, and now, here comes the food.
Ah, the moment we've been waiting for. The waiter sets the plate in front of you, the steam rises, and you take your first bite.
And then, this is delicious. That's one of the most common and natural ways to give a compliment when you enjoy your food.
Yes, this is delicious is short, sweet, and makes your server, or even the chef, feel appreciated. If you want to be more specific, you can say something like, the pasta is cooked perfectly. It shows you're paying attention to the quality of the dish. Or, I love the seasoning. That's a great way to highlight the spices or flavors you enjoy.
Exactly. Compliments don't have to be complicated. Even just smiling and saying, "So good," or "This is amazing," goes a long way.
And if you're really impressed, you could even ask, could I speak to the chef? It's not something you say every day, but in a nice restaurant, it's a lovely gesture.
I remember once in Japan, I said that after an unforgettable bowl of ramen, and the chef came out looking completely shocked, but smiling from ear to ear.
I love that. Chefs don't always hear directly from customers, so when they do, it's special.
Now, let's say you didn't love the dish. Maybe it's not bad, but not quite right for you.
That happens, and it's okay to say how you feel, as long as you're polite. You might say, it's a bit too salty for me.
That's a great example. You're not blaming the chef or being rude. You're just expressing your personal taste.
Exactly. You can also say, I think it's a little spicy for me. Or, it's not really what I expected, but thank you.
The key is to stay kind and calm, even if something's wrong.
And if there's a real issue, like a mistake with your order, you can say, "Excuse me, I think I got the wrong dish." Or, "Sorry, but I asked for this without onions."
Always keep your tone friendly. Most servers want to help fix the problem. They just need to know what went wrong.
So whether you're praising the food or giving gentle feedback, your words matter.
Let's recap a few great phrases to use after your meal arrives. This is delicious. The pasta is cooked perfectly. I love the seasoning. Could I speak to the chef? It's a bit too salty for me. Sorry, I think this wasn't what I ordered.
All of these are helpful and respectful, and the more you practice, the more natural they'll feel.
Here's a tip. Next time you eat out, even in your own language, try using one English sentence to describe your food.
I love that. It's a small habit that builds confidence over time. Coming up next, how to end your restaurant experience smoothly. Scene 4, asking for the bill and paying. Let's go. Hold on. Before we leave the restaurant, we still have one of the best parts to enjoy, the food.
Yes. Let's rewind a little. The waiter has just placed your meal on the table. You take your first bite, and it's absolutely amazing.
You look up, smile, and say, "This is delicious." It's such a simple phrase, but it carries a lot of warmth and appreciation.
Totally. You don't need big words to compliment food. Just a sincere short sentence like "so good" or "wow, this tastes amazing" can make a server's day. If you want to be more specific, try. The pasta is cooked perfectly. That shows you notice the quality, the texture, even the timing of the cooking. Or this one. I love the seasoning. That's a great phrase when the flavors are just right, not too bland, not too strong.
Exactly. And here's something special. If the food really impresses you, you can ask, "Could I speak to the chef?" It's a respectful way to show high appreciation, especially in fine dining.
I remember once in Italy, I asked to speak to the chef after an incredible risotto. He came out blushing with a big smile and just nodded. It was such a nice moment.
That's what food does. It connects people. A small compliment can turn a meal into a memory.
Now, let's be real. Not every dish will be perfect for everyone. Maybe something is a little too salty or spicy for your taste.
And that's okay. If it's just a small issue, you can say politely, "It's a bit too salty for me." You're not blaming the chef. You're just sharing your personal taste.
Or maybe, it's not quite what I expected, but thank you. That's a kind way to express disappointment without sounding rude.
Here's another. "I think this is a little spicy for me." It's honest and helpful, especially if you're not used to spicy food.
Now, what if there's a mistake, like the wrong dish or missing ingredients?
You can say, "Excuse me, I think I got the wrong dish." Or, "I asked for this without onions." Just say it calmly, and most servers will be happy to fix it.
The key is to stay kind, clear, and respectful. Mistakes happen, but your attitude makes all the difference.
So, whether you're loving the meal or need something adjusted, using the right words helps everyone feel good. Let's review the key phrases from this scene. This is delicious. The pasta is cooked perfectly. I love the seasoning. Could I speak to the chef? It's a bit too salty for me. Excuse me, I think I got the wrong dish. These phrases help you express real emotions, both the positive and the polite, even when something's not quite right.
Next time you eat out, try one of them. Even just saying, "This is delicious" out loud is a great way to practice speaking naturally.
Okay, now it's time to wrap up our meal.
Let's head into scene 4, asking for the bill and paying. You ready?
Let's go.
So the food was great, we're feeling full and happy. Now it's time to pay.
Yep. And one of the most polite and common ways to ask for the bill is, "Could we get the check, please?"
Let's break that down. Could we? Sounds soft and polite. The check is the bill in American English. In British English, people often say the bill.
Good point. So if you're in the UK, say, could we have the bill, please? Both mean the same thing.
Now, sometimes the server might ask, are you paying together or separately?
If you want to share the cost evenly, you can say, let's split the bill. That means each person pays half, or 1/3, if there are 3 of you.
Or if one person is treating, they can say, it's on me. That means I'm paying for everyone. It's a kind and generous gesture.
I love that expression. It's on me. So short, but so powerful.
Now here's something really practical. Sometimes you're not sure how the restaurant accepts payment.
Exactly. So it's smart to ask, do you take credit card? That helps you avoid any surprise if they only take cash.
Right. And if you're in another country, it's also okay to ask, can I pay by card? Or, is cash okay?
And what about tipping? In some countries, it's already included. So a good question is service included?
Let's explain that. Service means the tip or gratuity. If it's included, you don't need to add more. If it's not, you might want to leave 10 to 15%, depending on local customs.
And if you're paying as a group, someone might say, let's add a little extra for the tip. It's a polite way to show appreciation to your server.
And here's a bonus phrase. Could I see an itemized bill? That means a detailed receipt showing the price of each item.
That's especially helpful if you're splitting the cost or checking for mistakes.
All right, let's review the key phrases from this final scene. Could we get the check, please? Do you take credit card? Is service included? Let's split the bill. It's on me. Could I see an itemized bill?
These are practical, polite, and they make the end of your meal smooth and stress-free.
Here's a tip. Next time you eat out with friends, volunteer to ask for the check in English. It's great practice.
Totally agree. Even small moments, like paying the bill, are chances to build your confidence.
And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress.
That's a perfect way to end. Coming up next, it's time for our vocabulary quiz with Charlotte. Let's test what we've learned.
But first, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered today, because it's been quite the delicious journey.
Yes, we started the moment we stepped into the restaurant. You learned how to ask for a table with, "A table for 2, please," and how to respond when asked, "Do you have a reservation?"
Then we moved to ordering. You practiced useful phrases like, I'll have the grilled salmon. Can I get this without onions? And does this contain nuts? These are all small, everyday sentences that can make a huge difference.
And let's not forget drinks. Still or sparkling water? A simple question, but understanding it gives you more confidence in real settings.
Then, you reacted to the food with emotion and kindness, whether you said, this is delicious, or it's a bit too salty for me.
And finally, we learned how to pay the bill with confidence using phrases like, "Could we get the check, please?" and "Do you take credit card?"
It may seem like a lot, but remember what we always say.
Practice a few phrases at a time. That's how fluency builds.
Exactly. Don't try to memorize everything today. Just choose 2 or 3 expressions you liked and use them the next time you eat out.
Whether you're in your home country or abroad, even one phrase in English can open a door, start a smile, or make your meal smoother.
So next time you're at a restaurant, be brave. Try one sentence in English. That's how real
Learning happens. You've got this, and we're here with you every step of the way. Now, are you ready for a little quiz?
Let's hand it over to Charlotte for vocabulary spotlight and quiz time.
All right, welcome to Vocabulary Quiz Time. We'll go over 10 useful words from today's episode. I'll start us off. First, reservation. Definition: a booking you make in advance for a table or service. Example: we have a reservation under the name Emily.
Great. Here's the next one. 2. Recommend. Definition: to suggest something as a good option. Example: what do you recommend for someone who's never been here?
On to number 3. 3. Delicious. Definition: Very tasty, something that tastes really good. Example, this pasta is absolutely delicious.
Number 4. Something important at the end of a meal. Czwarty check. Definition. The bill you receive after dining. Example. Could we get the check, please?
Number 5 is a phrase we used a lot today. 5. Split the bill. Definition. To divide the cost equally among people. Example. Let's split the bill, half for each of us.
All right, number 6. A super handy little word. 6 without. Definition. Not including something. Example. Can I get this without onions?
On to number 7. Important for your health. 7. Allergy. Definition. A condition that causes a bad reaction to certain foods. Example. I have a peanut allergy. Please don't include nuts.
Now for number 8. This one might surprise beginners. 8. Sparkling water. Definition. Fizzy water with bubbles. Example. I'll take sparkling water, please, not still.
Number 9 is about food texture. Dovetny tender. Definition. Soft and easy to chew. Example. The steak is so tender, it melts in your mouth.
Last but not least, something kind you do for great service. Deseti tip. Definition. Extra money you give to thank a server. Example. Let's leave a tip to thank the waiter.
Awesome job, everyone. That was your vocabulary spotlight.
You don't need to memorize all 10 words at once. Just pick your favorite 2 or 3 and try using them this week.
That's how real progress happens. One phrase, one sentence, one moment at a time.
And remember, learning English doesn't need to be stressful. It can be delicious too. I love that. Especially with all the food talk today. I'm definitely going to dream about grilled salmon tonight.
Me too. But more importantly, we hope today's episode helped you feel more confident using English in a real-life situation. Whether you're at a small cafe, a big restaurant, or just ordering takeout, your voice matters. Speak up, smile, and don't worry about making it perfect.
Exactly. Don't aim for perfect. Aim to enjoy the conversation. Even if you get a few words wrong, the message and the heart still gets through.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We know you have many ways to learn English, and we're so honored you chose to learn with us. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow or subscribe so you won't miss the next one. We've got more fun, practical topics coming soon.
And feel free to share this with a friend who's learning English too. Sometimes learning together makes it even more fun. Before we say goodbye, here's our gentle challenge. Try using 3 new phrases the next time you eat out. It could be as simple as, I'll have the, or could we get the check, please? You've got this.
Every time you use English in the real world, you're building confidence and connection.
So until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and most of all, keep speaking with joy.
See you soon, everyone. Bye for now.